Worcester Police 174, the sounds recorded.
911 recorded line, was your emergency?
Hi, I'm Colleen Bamford. Thanks for joining us. On any given day, at any given time, fire, police, and ambulances can be seen on the streets of Worcester. But the process to respond starts well before the vehicles hit the streets. During this Worcester in Focus Spotlight Special, we'll bring you inside the Worcester Emergency Communications Dispatch Center. We'll show you the 911 process and how you can make it more accurate and efficient.
Worcester Police 174, the sounds recorded.
If you dial 911 from a landline in the city of Worcester, this is where your phone call will be answered. The dispatch center located inside police headquarters.
We'll get the officer down to speak to you, okay?
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, these phones ring with various emergencies. Worcester is the second busiest emergency communications department in the state, handling more than 80,000 911 calls and 350,000 non-emergency calls a year.
911 should be used really for three things: save a life, report a crime, and then to report a fire.
David Clemens is Worcester's Emergency Communications Director. Clemens has seen firsthand the high-pressure phone calls that come into the dispatch center. He has some important guidelines to make the process easier. Step 1, state the address of the emergency. Step 2, a brief description of the nature of the emergency, such as fire, medical, or crime. Step 3, a callback phone number.
Most people think that 911, while it's customer service based, that we're able to listen to an entire story or a description from a person, when really we have a very brief, usually under a minute, period of time when to get specific information that the first responders need to respond appropriately.
Within 30 seconds to a minute of the 911 call, help has been sent. But that doesn't mean the dispatcher is done.
The model we use is a call taker dispatcher model. So a call taker will answer 911, get the pertinent information, dispatch the officer or the firefighters, and then continue to get information while they're responding.
911 recorded line, was your emergency?
But you never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to answer and what that next phone call is going to be.
Like every dispatcher in Worcester, Jeff has extensive training, including 16 hours of equipment instruction, a 40-hour basic teleconference course, and 3 months on the job with a certified training officer. Jeff says experience also teaches a lot.
A lot of the times it's high stress, people are screaming, it's having a hard time hearing these people on the phone, and you try to reassure them that help is already on the way. When we take medical calls in here, the call is already generated and started, and they may be getting short with us, but the call's already been sent over, the fire department's already on the way, ambulance is already on the way. We stay on the phone just to get that information and then update the call as it's going out. So it's frustrating for everybody involved. I wouldn't want to be on the other end of the line, certainly not. But it is. It's as long as we find out where you are, get a phone number where you're calling from, and we can give you a call back if something happens or we lose you on the phone. It's pretty much, and the rest of it is just go with the call.
Computers and other equipment like interactive maps also help the dispatchers do their jobs.
We have a lot of streets that are roads or streets, and sometimes it can be confusing on where they are. We look at the map and it usually pings off where they are, where they're calling from, as close as where you can get it. And then the maps help us to get the call out right to the east side or the west side of the city, wherever it's going to go.
Another program can help if the caller isn't able to speak.
My call takers are actually trained to do a silent call procedure. So if you're in a house, you dial 911, but you can't talk, maybe someone's breaking into your house and you don't feel it's safe to talk or you're hiding, we can actually go through a series of questions where you can push the buttons on your phone and we can do the interview. It does take a little bit longer via a series of yes/no questions and asking what service do they need just by pushing the buttons on their phone.
On July 1st, the City of Worcester's call takers will add another service. All will be trained as emergency medical dispatchers.
What that means is if you call us on 911 with a life-threatening emergency, we can give pre-arrival instructions over the phone, whether that's CPR, to clear an airway from someone choking, while the ambulance and firefighters are on the way to assist. We're actually providing care over the phone to to help people clear those medical problems, or to at least get updated information, more detailed medical information to provide to the ambulance and the firefighters.
Currently, UMass Memorial Hospital provides the service. The city of Worcester decided to take it over in an effort to streamline the process. It eliminates the third party and avoids teleconferencing, which can sometimes be confusing for the caller. The service is funded by the state 911 program, so it is of no additional cost to taxpayers. Jeff Makala is excited about the change.
We do most of it now, and I just think that it would be a welcome change for any of us to do it.
This may sound like a lot of information to remember, but it's quite simple. Just keep in mind the basics: address, nature of call, and phone number. There are highly trained dispatchers at the other end of the line, ready to help and get help to you. We hope this program gave you a better insight on the city's 911 system and answered any questions you may have. I'm Colleen Bamford. Thanks for watching.
Worcester Police 174, the sounds recorded.
911 recorded line was your emergency.